So we've reviewed a couple of different ways to approach 45, 45, 90 triangles. Um, and what I think might be one of the more difficult things to do with 45, 45, 90 triangles is if you happen to be given a whole number without a root in the hypotenuse. So like looking at number 9, there's a 2 here. And when we're looking at 45, 45, 90 triangles, we're used to seeing like 2 root 2 or 4 root 2. We're not used to seeing just a whole number there. And then we have to figure out a leg based on that. So these do get kind of complicated, but they're fairly easy to work through. So for example, if remember that a hypotenuse equals, I'm going to put an L for leg times root 2. Now I'm looking for a leg, so instead of a hypotenuse. So if I look at this as a basic multi-step equation, and instead, if I want to get the leg by itself, I need to get rid of this root 2. So this is being multiplied, so I actually need to undo that multiplication and divide by root 2 to get L by itself. So a leg then is equal to hypotenuse, which I'm going to put in h, divided by root 2. But remember, we cannot have radicals or square roots in our denominator. So I need to multiply both the top and the bottom by root 2 to get that radical out of there. So L equals h root 2 divided by root 4. And then remember, the square root of 4 is 2, or 2 times 2 gives me 4. So the formula you need for a leg, like I said, it's complicated, but once you figure it out, you get it, is h, or your hypotenuse, times root 2 divided by 2. So now let's apply that to number 9. If I know that this 9, the hypotenuse, is 2, so I have my leg, which I'm trying to figure out. My hypotenuse is 2 times the root of 2 divided by 2. And there's a whole lot of 2's going on here. I can simplify. I can look at this 2 divided by 2 because there's these are the numbers outside of the square root. So 2 divided by 2 gives me 1. So my leg is equal to 1, which you don't even need because it's like multiplying by itself. The leg equals just root 2. I'll do another practice problem because I know that this is kind of tricky, but use this one for number 9.